Hi, to be talking about horror movies and why I want to direct them. Part of it is just that for me, it's my normal films, like it's my reality. Growing up, I would laugh my ass off to horror movies.
I said talk to me, damn it, or else I'm gonna throw you in the fire!
You stupid bitch, you filthy slut! Did you fuck with me?
And resonate with horror movies, and I felt so much seen, and I felt more intrigued by them, and I don't know, I just always loved horror movies. Yeah, so I think for me it's just a huge reflection of the life I have lived, especially being a sick kid. It's kind of fucked up, but like me too. You had your spine ripped out? Mine feels like it's being ripped out. It's cool, Horror movies have had a huge impact on who I am. But there are different genres, and trust me, I don't only watch... Okay, in my own personal life, I only watch horror movies, but like if somebody wants to watch something else with me, I'll watch it. But there are a couple exceptions, like 5 Feet Apart.
Human touch. We need that touch from the one we love almost as much as we need air to breathe.
One of my favorite movies of all time. One of the only movies I'll cry to. There's a movie called Uptown Girl, which was my childhood favorite.
Oh my God. You're my new nanny? The agency must really be getting desperate.
Look at these cute little scones.
You got your germy drool of my plastic scone, you freako!
Kid, have you ever been to a shrink?
Since I was 3.
There are a few exceptions to me, but I do recognize that most of the movies that I do enjoy that aren't horror do have some type of darker or more meaningful background. And that's just me. For me, horror movies have had a huge impact on my life, and I mean, there are a few movies that I probably owe a lot of my life to, like I wouldn't be here without them. And my absolute favorite horror movie is It. It is my second favorite movie of all time. Labyrinth is my favorite movie because that's what got me into horror, got me into film.
Everything I've done for you. I move the stars for no one.
But from the horror genre, it is my absolute favorite movie. You can only ask anybody. Me and him go hand in hand, and I owe so much to that movie. So much. Another one is Split.
Hey, pardon me, sir. I think you have the wrong car.
I absolutely love. And then Doctor Sleep.
There was a place. A dark place. They closed it down and let it rot. But the things that lived there.
Hello, Danny.
They come back.
Malignant. Of course, like the Conjuring universe and Insidious universe. Amazing, especially since like astral projecting in the Insidious. So cool. But there really is endless movies, and each one I have taken something from or helped me in an aspect of my life. I think it's real life, and I crave that in everything. And it's like there are real people that get kidnapped, there are real people that get murdered or tortured or assaulted, and there are real stories happening, and it might be a horror movie to most that they only watch on Halloween, but to somebody else, that's just their life. Like, it's not a story, it's their story. I think the entire essence of why I want to direct horror is purely, other than the creativity and the funness and challenging aspects of being in the horror genre, because it's hard as shit, is to get a message across and hopefully help somebody else. And as for the horror movies that I want to create, or how I want to do any of it, because holy shit, there's a lot that goes into directing in general. I love psychological horrors. I think they are so challenging, not only just for the watcher, but like for the creator, because it's so hard nowadays because so much of it has been done. I think that's why I love horror, other than like the meaningful stuff. It is such a rundown, like everything's been done genre. Like you can make endless funny stories or romantic moments. Everything's been done in the horror genre. You know, the slashers, the monsters, the action, the being kidnapped, all of it's been done. My least favorite genre of horror is slasher. And like I appreciate the classics. I have a lot of respect for all horror movies. I'm really weird with it. Like even if I think it's ass, I respect you for trying, or I respect some aspects of it, especially if it's like a classic and it's just not for me. All due respect, just not for me. Especially with slashers, they were revolutionary when they came out, but since it's been fucking forever, I've seen it 100 times. I know exactly what's gonna happen, especially since. But back then, it was a whole new universe. So I'm like, for me, right now, no. But I expect what it did. And the doors that it fucking opened up for the rest of the fucking industry. But if you can do a slasher differently, like put a twist to it, make some unexpected turns, make it less of, you know, a slasher, then I'm definitely like, okay, maybe, like, oh my gosh, the Terrifier, I love the Terrifier, and there's not even like that much that happens. He's just funny as shit.
Sir.
And it's such a strange atmosphere, and also gory as shit, which is so great. I love gore. Like it makes it really fun to watch. But I do love like the supernatural and obviously psychological. I think there's a lot you could play with, and there's a lot more options, but it is still like challenging, because like how many times can you make a scary hallway? How many times can you do the same as jump scare? You have like the basic like 3-second jump scare, and now people are trying to do the reverse psychology where you think it's about to be a jump scare, but then they wait a couple extra seconds to like throw you off. But now I'm expecting that too, so like I expect the unexpected, and it's no longer fun. But I also am just big on story. That's why I love it, and The Conjuring and stuff, and Dr. Sleep and Malignant, because how much detail went into all of it, especially it in Conjuring universe, that it has so many hidden meanings, and there's just, it all intertwines, and the amount of thought and heart that had to go into both the old version and the new version. But like with the Conjuring universe, they have to play it, it's all fucking tied together, and the amount of heart and dedication that all of it has to go into. I'm a nerd, okay? It's fucking awesome. And the filmography and all of it, especially in Malignant. Have you watched it? Have you seen the scenes in that bitch? Oh my gosh. Same with Dr. Sleep. The visuals are fucking awesome. And I think that I love it. I love it. If you could not tell, if you know anything about directors, James Wan is my all-time favorite director. He made everything. He made Saw, he made The Conjuring and Insidious and the Doll movies, and I think he even had part in Fast and Furious too, but then he made Malignant and just so on. The man makes everything, and I love everything he does. It's so cool. He thinks outside the box, and I would love to work with him someday on things supernatural and psychological. I'll definitely, hopefully have the mix. But I don't know the next step after that. Like, I need to get in there, and I know I want to direct movies and make movies, how the fuck I'm gonna get there or what actual role in it I want. Fuck if I know. I want to hold the camera. That's what I know. I know that I would love to have my own stories, and I would love to have a camera, and I would at some point love to have my own production. But yeah. And so there will be more of me talking about this shit, and hopefully like reviews on specific ones. And if you like that horror movie too, then we can just talk about it. Or if we don't like that horror movie, I'd love to talk shit with you guys. That'd be great. I'm kidding. Kind of. But thank you for listening to me ramble. I appreciate it, and I hope that if you like horror, then you'll stick around to see what I do with my horror story. Yeah. Thank you for listening and watching. Bye!